Well, welcome back. Today we're finishing off Mast 2, which is our little 40-foot, 12-metre antenna mast. It's basically a smaller replica of the big 19-metre mast at the bottom of the field. Same idea really, falling derrick, ropes, pulley, 12-volt winch. And we need to drop this one back down because I want to fit the Rotator Genius magnetic sensor properly, run some coax up, tidy the guys up, and generally finish things off. And luckily, it's an absolutely gorgeous day for it, so let's get started. So this is 6mm. It's got a bit of stretch. So this is the pulley, which we need to put opposite the falling derrick. And the new black rope can go through here, look. But we do need to make sure the falling derrick doesn't come flying out. Now I'm going to arrange the handover between these back guys and the falling derrick. And I actually can't remember how I did this. I think I just used one cleat, didn't I? I'd have to look back at the original footage, but I think I'm supposed to clip this on there, but it won't fit. So, well, we'll put it on one of these shackles because that will fit. Yeah, okay. You come up with a really elegant solution to doing something and it doesn't work. But anyway, I mean, the only thing I can think of doing is actually undoing this. There's quite a lot of tension on it, but anyway, we've done it now. Just for a very temporary basis, I'll just put it there for a moment to keep the falling derrick steady. Right, so these are the side guys, and this stops the falling derrick from going too much one way or the other. Just keeps it steady, look. And they connect to these little Orphan stakes here, which we will replace with tiny hidden little stainless loops in the ground. There shouldn't be that much tension on these. Do I call it a rope or a line? So polyester rope has got a bit of spring to it. Yeah, quite a lot of spring actually. Now, what sort of knot do I do here? I don't want to cut it yet. Can you do a bowline on the bite, I think they call it? Let's have a look. I think we do. Don't want it coming undone, you know. A little bit of tension. If you think about it, because this is a 3-guy system, I can't just let it go over, because if you imagine the tower mast will go down and it could drift left or right. And I only had room for a 3-guy system, but I had room to put 90-degree loops in the ground. These are bloody great guy stakes. And then the little holding guys, I call them Orphans. I've since discovered I probably don't need 2 sets of Orphans, so we're just going to use the tops. It's a 3mm mast strand that goes to the top of the mast. I've also got one on the next level down. I'm not going to use that, I'm just going to use this blue rope here today. And I've got some little guy spreaders and all sorts, make the thing look nice. But not today, let's just get this down, get the coax going up and everything. So here we go. There's a noisy sheep over there. It's very quiet today, Holly Farm. It's really quite nice. All right, let's just do a check. 90-degree to the hinge. We've got these little guys, Orphans. They go right to the top. The falling derrick is currently holding the mast upright with the winch, so we can now disconnect the handover guys. We can just let them hang. That's it, it's up. Or down. The falling derrick is up, the mast is down. There we go. So that winch rope is actually quite stretchy, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I've just got to get used to it, you know, how much to play it out. We'll sort all these ropes out, that's fine, that works. Falling derrick is a bit wobbly, it's not a problem. Just hold it straight. And this single Orphan line held it all straight fine. I think I was just a bit paranoid, which is why I put the 2 on, you know. So we'll take these, we can take these blue ones off, they're just doing nothing, really. But we've got more stuff to do right now. So I haven't told you what I'm putting on the top of this tower, right? So it will be for 15 metres, and I'm thinking of 3 elements. My only little issue at the moment is that when it's down, the fence is going to get in the way. But if we use some rapid 7-metre DX Commander bolts, we should be able to just kind of twang them out of the way, you know what I mean? Right, this is the magnetic sensor for the Rotator Genius, but we need to test it out by plugging it in here. Magnetic sensor number 2. Oh, it's gone AWOL. I put a little cable tie around it here. Oh, it's the orange wire that's come out. Oh. And the other one. Oh, Lord. Okay, so it was that cable tie that did it. The real problem with this is that you've got to put the wires go in from this side, not from that side, and all the housing is in the way. And for a clumsy bloke like me, I don't like that. Anyway, I've checked the instructions. The orange and white wire goes on A and the orange wire goes on B, so I'll do that. And the last time I did this, I had to take the whole board out because I just couldn't get it in. It's all right if you were in a laboratory, you know, and you are an electronics engineer, but I'm out in a field here, you know. Right, I've got it in. No, I haven't got it in. Right, quarter of an hour later, I've got it in. I just realised I can't put any cable ties around there because it'll literally rip out the fucking cable. So if I pull that too hard, it's just all going to come apart, isn't it? So I'll have to think about that. Let's fire it up. 277. So I'm in a bit of a quandary because if we pull that too hard, all this is just going to come apart. Surely we've got a little cable tie or something. I mean, maybe it's my inexperience, but if I put a cable tie around all this, I just got a funny feeling I'll make it worse. And that can't be too deep, otherwise you won't get the lid on, you know. Don't know what to do about it, I really don't. Don't know how I'm supposed to cable tie this. Just have to be careful. It's it's that way. So from a couple of years ago, Yaesu, like a G-450, the 1000, the 2800, they went DC. Okay, so in the back of the cabinet here, inside that thing, I've got a 12 volt and a 24 volt power supply. The 24 volt power supply feeds this Rotator Genius. Basically, take anything, AC or DC, this thing, right? And then it's basically got a switch in it. And all the switches, it takes the 24 volts, it either puts it that way or the other way. Because the G450 only needs pins 4 and 5 to operate. And if you swap the polarity around, it goes around one way or the other way. The Rotator Genius magnetic sensor, all that is doing is telling the controller, well, there's no controller, it's telling itself where it's pointing. Now, it does have a current limiter on it, and occasionally my rotator stops because it thinks it's hit the end, and it hasn't. So I'll talk to the factory about that. So we need to come along under the winch line and somehow come up here and see if we can find it at the other end. Here it is. I don't know whether we should choke this off right now or another day, but anyway. All right, boring job, but we've done that up to here. We're kind of ready to go. Now on a big mast, the the magnetic sensor is actually pointing north, but what I'm going to do, because what I realised, we'll point to put the non-conductive post going south, but we'll face the magnetic sensor north. Otherwise, when I tip it over, well, you know what I mean. Okay, we can cut the slot for the coax now. Let's get the grinder out. There's going to be a clown that'll tell me that this will weaken the mast. How much by do you think? What load do you think, honestly, is at the bottom of this mast? There's only downward load, all right? Stop worrying about it. It's the third time we've done, fourth actually, I've done this. Works fine, don't worry about it. So Stefano at Messi Paoloni, I've got a whole set of videos to do, but this is Extra Flex Barry, that's what it's called. But we don't want it all, we want some of it. So I'm gonna have to leave it here and walk down the field. Some of this is for Mike, M0MSN, and he's gonna show us how to properly put on a Messi and Paoloni connector, because he's clever like that. But you do need flux, a good hot soldering iron, and a few tricks, but Mike's going to do that for us. All right, should be good enough. Now I'll be pulling that direction, so we want this to be coming around here. Down you go, you're going that way. Right, got it through. I need to get rid of the rest now. Alright, I've managed to pull that through. Now on a 3-element Yagi, that is a long enough tail. But we're not quite sure, so I better pull a bit out. Oh, I've caught a bit here, look. We'll have, I don't know, we'll leave a metre spare, there we go. And I've just remembered I forgot to do up this PL259 here, because that's what makes it waterproof. Now we could put a bit of Vaseline on, or maybe a bit of self-amalgamating tape, so it doesn't wobble around in the wind. Oh, I think that looks pretty neat, to be honest. I've laid all these cables today. I mean, a couple of weeks, well, a few days actually. They'll literally disappear, but they're tapped in with some radial pins. All right, so what's next? We've got this Yagi 15 metres we want to put on the top here. We've already got 10 and 20 over here. This will give a second station, second mast, different heading to 20, whatever. Sometimes, like in the morning, you know, Japan comes in really strong on 15, yet on 20 metres you want long paths of VK. Different headings, so difficult to put it on the same tower when there's two of you operating, okay? All right, so I've had a lot of fun today. Enjoy your radio. I've been not quite enjoying mine, but I will be soon. See you next time, and bye for now. Maybe this is just the wrong day for me, but these sheep are making such a blooming racket today. Are you the loud one? Is that you making all that racket? Or is it that one over there? I literally can't work. The amount of noise these sheep are making. I think I'll shoo them off. So what's happening is Mama is trying to find Baby. Baby's over there, I can hear her. And Baby's probably quite happy, you know. I'm just chilling out, leave me alone. And Mum just keeps calling. Mama, why don't you just go and find them instead of just shouting there all day long? That's it, you go and find them. Oh, it's 91. She's always making a blooming noise. I don't know what you're on about, you're 58. That's not your mama. I think what it is they're getting a bit more independent. They wander off a bit, and then Mama wants to know where they are, all the other way around. It's like a bloody puppy. Well, they are lambs, I suppose.